And here we are, beginning a new season. The season of dust. I guess we'll start off by saying hi to Cal. Cal looks up at the sky, shading his eyes. I wonder when it's going to rain again, he says. The heat doesn't bother me none, but after a while the plants are going to get toasty. I found something you might like. I guess try giving him the Xeno egg. He might like that. Is that an alien egg? Cal exclaims. Wow, I wonder what's inside it. If it's still warm, maybe we can hatch it. He lifts it up and scrutinizes it. Anemone's always talking about wanting to eat a big old alien egg, he says. If this one's not fertilized, I'll give it to her. Let's say hi to my parents. You spot your dad playing cards with two of the other agriculturalists. You don't recognize the game, but you watch your dad throw down his hand and groan, then peel off his shirt and toss it into the pot. I'm literally losing my shirt over here, he says. His two friends laugh uproariously. Your dad wipes his eyes and chuckling, then sees you. Oh, hey, Solana, you need something? No. I'm just checking out. Your mom is hard at work breaking ground for the new fields. As the colony's chief cultivator, she's been preparing for this year as long as you can remember. I am going to class. I'm going to go to biology class later. Dees is listening to his ear speak, completely ignoring you. You put yourself in his field of vision and he scowls. What do you want? Leave me alone. Okay. Sorry. Uncle Tonin. Anemone! Hey. Anemone is running around the sports ball court, touching her hand to the ground at each corner. 18, she counts. 19. When she reaches 20, she collapses into the grass and checks her hollow palm. I'm training, she exclaims. My big bro Calm says I have to get my legs climatized to the planet if I'm gonna be a team captain like him. Oh, cool. Hey, Tangent. Solana, Tangent says, approaching you with a purpose. We need to discuss my brother. Who? Dees? Yes, Dees, she says impatiently. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and She trails off and looks at her feet. Well, I'm not on very good terms with my brother as of late, but, well, people are becoming worried. You get the feeling Tang is the one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I can try to talk to him. He probably won't tell you, Tangent says angrily. Newton's apple, she swears. He won't even talk to me anymore. She sighs. You may have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab wouldn't know I was gone. No one cares where he goes during the day. Yeah, I guess I did try to talk to him earlier, and it didn't go super well. I guess before we go to class, we can see if Mars has anything to say. I'm bored. This is boring, Mars complains, stamping her foot. All the adults want to do is work. They're not paying any attention to me. Well, maybe you could try doing something, like help out? And life science. Cal may not be the most attentive student in class, but what he lacks in book smarts he makes up for in hands-on experience. Nobody else has as much experience with the native flora and fauna as he does. Tammy. I guess 0, 0. That's not enough. Oh! That's 9. 10. 8. 13. It's time for Vertumnalia! Utica and the council have called a festival to celebrate life here on the planet Vertumna. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear Governor Uticot's speech. In Earth's history, Uticott begins, then clears her throat and waits for everyone to quiet down. Ahem. In Earth's history, Vertumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. It's no coincidence that our forebears of the Vertumna project chose to take on such an auspicious name, in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Vertumnalia, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Vertumna, this lush planet upon which we find ourselves today. Everyone cheers and applauds. The members of the council all get up on stage, one at a time, to give their own short speeches. Governor Uticott announces each one. Governor Uticott, command. Chief Administrator Seek, command. Security Chief Rhett, garrison. Chief Engineering Instance, engineering. Chief Cultivator, Flulu, geoponics. That's our mom. Chief Steward and Antecedent, quarters. Chief Surveyor Melatonin, expeditions. When it's your mother Flulu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the first crops grown on Vertumna soil. Your eyes go to the feast table. Aboard the Stratosphere, it would have been mostly soy-based foods from the nanoprinters, spliced up with what precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bays. This year, the earth plants look even less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by some Vertumnan plants you've come to appreciate. Juicy watado pods and slabs of edible fungi. Uticott takes the stage after everyone on the council has said their piece. What is a festival without festivities? She asks. Professor Hal and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-part competition for the children. Good luck, children! Maybe I'll try the talent show? It's an all-singing, all-dancing, all-talent extravaganza. The first colony gathers to watch the show after dinner. First up, Dees plods up to the front of the stage and as a pop song starts to play, he just stands there, deadpan, staring into space with his arms at his side while the singer belts out the first verse. Then, as the chorus comes in, he suddenly springs to life, dancing and lip-syncing to the lyrics frenetically, waving his arms and grinning manically, then collapses back to standing still once the chorus is over. It's hilarious, but you aren't sure if you're supposed to be laughing. Next, Mars performs a choreographed dance routine to an old Earth song by an AI idol. She has light-emitting balls at the end of her hair, which she swings around everywhere in the dim light, while controlling a small floating ball drone who dances with her. It's total overkill, but it is impressive. Your turn. What will you do? Well, I was doing hoverboard tricks with Cal. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play and unlock extra slots to play them in. Losing isn't always a bad thing in story challenges. Okay, well, I guess I should start off with 0, 0, 2. and then 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Oh. Yeah. Well, yeah. And then 0, 1. 1, 2. Here's 12. I guess it's okay if we don't win. Your performance isn't it as good as whatever Mars just did, according to the judges. That was a tough act to beat. Maybe next year. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days' rest is exactly what you need. You feel refreshed. Well, that's nice. And now it's mid-dust. And let's go say hi to Tangent. Tangent sniffs the air. It stinks out here. Not just one stink either. Every day it's a new stink. Today it smells like... She wrinkles her nose. Like that time the waste reclamation unit broke down. Yuck. You haven't noticed the smell. She sure is sensitive, or maybe she just likes the stale air inside the ship better. Oh hey, maybe we can find something cool. Whoa, you can see the heat waves. Hey Mars. I have all these kudos and nowhere to spend them yet, Mars says, sighing. Seek says the Depot store won't be open till next year. How am I supposed to show off how much better and harder working I am than everyone else? I don't know. Hey Cal! Cal looks up at the sky. At this rate, maybe not till next season. His wonderful log. Woo! A sturdy mushwood log. I wonder if Cal would like this. He loves botany. Oh, it's too soon to give another gift. Okay. Well, hey Dad. You catch your dad taking a break in the shade of the geoponics domes. Oh hey, he says, waving lazily. Taking breaks is important. Don't forget to take care of yourself, okay? Okay. Well, I'm feeling pretty good now. I'm not sure yet whether I want to go to class or work with you guys today. You tell Dees that his sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing off to. His eyes flip briefly to yours, then he stares vaguely off towards the engineering wing, where his sister is reading on her holopalm between classes. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me, he says sullenly. Tangent's just worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. He scowls and picks at the hem of his sweater. She doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork. I don't want to threaten him. His shoulders slump in relief as you go. I guess with Dees, it's better not to pressure him. Hey, Anemone. Anemone is lying in the doors, sweating and gasping for breath. It's so hot, she complains. How am I supposed to run in these conditions? Well, I guess it helps you work on endurance. And I think because it's so hot, like Tangent, I'm going to stay inside. This week in biology class, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Hal brings up a picture of a hop-eye on the holo projector and asks, "Can you tell me what's the special things hop-eyes do when they see a predator?" Tang's hand shoots up. "They hop away very quickly. That's why we called it a hop-eye." He nods. "That's true, but not what I was getting at." Tang stammers and looks upset, like she can't believe she got something wrong. He scans the class again. "Anyone else? Solana?" I don't know." "Come on, Solana, think about it," Hal says encouragingly. "You could at least try to guess." You give him a blank look. "They thump their feet to warn other hop-eyes in the area," he says. "They're very communal animals." You look over to see Tang smirking at you. You both got it wrong, but she still thinks she's better than you. Okay, and I guess 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 14. Okay. And now it is late dust. Hey Tangent, have you gone outside the colony yet? Tang asks you. "I hear all sorts of horrible things. Regardless, we're not allowed to stray from the gates unless we're on expedition." Tang rolls her eyes. "Not that that stops my brother." Oof. "Yeah, I can see why you'd be worried about him." "Oh, hi, Solana." Marzipan looks bored. "My dad's made me come out to get some fresh air. Don't know what's so fresh about it. It's always full of acid, snow, or pollen, or water. I don't know which is worse." "Cal, hi." You're looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else. It's one of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded. "Hey!" they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off from their face, throwing it to the ground. "It's Cyrus, one of Anemone's brothers." He glares at you. "I was almost done." Cal jogs over and grabs Cyrus in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. "Dude, you were so close." Cyrus stamps his feet and complains that you got in his way. "It's not her fault," Cal says. "She didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach her how to play." Cal turns to you as Cyrus leaves. "Sorry, Solana," he says sleepishly. "I was teaching Cyrus a new game, but he's more like Anemone than I thought. Real competitive, you know?" He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. "I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball," he says. "No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends." Cal looks up hopefully. "Do you want to learn how to play?" Yes. I also don't really like super competitive games. It makes me anxious." Cal's smile looks like it's going to stretch right off his face. "Radical!" he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. "Okay, so first put this blindfold." The blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. "I'm going to spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay?" You nod. You can't see Cal's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. First, Cal says, "You gotta walk forward 10 steps." Do you follow Cal's instructions? Yeah. You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. "Yeah," Cal says. "Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door." You turn to the right and walk forwards, counting the 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You hear his footsteps crunching behind you. "I forgot how much bigger I am than you. You're like 2 more steps away." He takes 2 more steps until your outstretched hands land on the warm metal of the doors. "Success!" "Awesome," Cal says. You can't help but smile. "This is fun. Now hit the door button on the right, then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay?" You open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downwards and your feet slip a little bit. Even though you're moving as slowly as you can, real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of the stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says, and you feel unease prickle up in the back of your arms. Just keep going forward slowly. You slowly creep down the slope to the center of the colony, somehow managing not to bump into anything. Cal cheers. Okay, now turn a little to your right and keep walking straight. We're so close. You carefully pick your way forward, stopping when you hear Mars's unmistakable voice ringing across the courtyard. What are you nullheads doing? Cal tells her you're playing a game. Is that a real game? Mars scoffs. It just looks like Solana is just wandering around with a scarf over her eyes. Aren't you a little old for this? Embarrassment burns in your belly as you tear off the blindfold, blinking away tears in the sudden brightness. You can see Mars looking down her nose at you. Mars sneers, tossing her braids over her shoulder. I thought you were cooler, Solana. Let me know when you're ready to play adult games. You're not sure what she meant by that. You become aware of Cal standing behind you. Sorry, Solana, he says quietly. I guess it is kind of silly game. You ask if he wants to get some Watado juice from the cafeteria instead. You spend the afternoon brainstorming ideas for more games with no winners or losers. And okay, so I need more biology to share nature facts with him. So I guess that, on top of the fact that it's still super hot outside, I'm gonna go to class again. Anemone runs up to you. Hi, Solana, she huffs, catching her breath. She grins. On the ship, adults are always saying, no running, Anemone, no running, but outside there's so much room. I can run for 15 minutes in one direction, even more after the roboplows clear the land for farms. That sounds like fun. I wonder if I can find any more sticks. I don't see anything. Okay, I guess I'll go back to class. And life sciences. You ask a question in class and are embarrassed when everybody laughs. You guess it was something you were supposed to know? You thought Professor Howell said there were no dumb questions. Okay, so 1, or 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. Oh. What if 17? Ooh. That's like 4 points. Ooh, I got 3 stars too. I guess that was definitely worth switching it around a little bit. Oh, and now it's the wet season. Cool. Well, I guess we'll be checking out the wet season next time.